Hello Sagittarius, welcome back to your emergency reading. Because yes, I'm a Sagittarius, we all need an emergency reading, even though I did your reading just a few days back. But I feel like the energies are switching like this, like bum 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 bum. So let's see what Spirit wants you to know around this time. I'm super excited for this. Okay, we have the inner child coming through. Listen to the voice within, let go of control, and a runner and chaser. So we're starting quite like maybe a lot of you, ever since you were a child, you've been chasing for validation, and because of that you're giving your power away to people that can kind of like diminish your worth or diminish you in the way that you feel about yourself, by validating or not validating your decisions. And I do feel like for a lot of you, you need to be kind of like putting more focus on this, because you have some sort of bond with something familiar to your life, to yourself, that has a connection to how you used to be as a child. So I'm really getting like family issues could be at play, or people are trying to control you or trying to influence you in a way, and over time you've been kind of like running after them. And I feel like this is a time of saying like, hey, you got to be careful of not being in your childhood patterns when it comes to people that feel familiar to that wound that they have caused, because there has been some sort of emptiness here ever since that you were a child. You may have been a lonely child, or you have been in an environment where you weren't being listened to, or and when children grow up in an environment where there is no attention, nobody listening to them, yeah, they kind of like go through different type of phases in their life. And I feel like whatever is going on right now has some sort of link to that. So we go deep. Welcome to the illuminator. The Page of Cups coming through again. This is the child, so the child is very important. So either you are a mother and you're having or seeing some sort of pattern that you may need to break, which means like maybe you're controlling your children, right? But it could be also the opposite way, where you've been growing up in an environment where you were controlled even though you were an adolescent, or like a mature person. So the childhood issues are absolutely a focus point here, because it's really controlling your life. Yeah, we got the Six of Swords. So you're finally going to be finding some sort of inner peace and a peace to move forward, which is bringing you towards the sun, which is being your authentic self. So for some of you, I really wonder if this has happened to you, because I definitely couldn't see that in my past. I was never accepted to be who I am, right? Like that energy of like, you can truly be your authentic self. And growing up like that, it can make you feel weird, like the weirdo, or the one that always stands out in like the negative way, because everyone is like a normal, going behind the sheeps, but then eventually you turn out to be the goat, because authenticity is exactly that point where you actually stand out as a child, or you stand out as an individual. And I feel like the more that you kind of like touch base to your authentic self, and you can have your shady sides or your shadow sides, right? But those actually make you who you are. You get my point? Like, for example, people would say like, oh, you laugh a lot, or you talk too much, or they will always have a comment, and then what you do is actually take that negative reinforced energy, and you actually look at yourself as in like, okay, then I should stop talking to you and should start a YouTube channel, and who knows, I will have like maybe 40 million people that will listen to me. So you know what I mean? Well, you know what I'm getting at with this? Yeah, you get exactly what I'm getting at. So people that don't understand your enthusiasm, people that don't understand your happiness, your joyfulness, your authenticity, your positive outlook on life, and they always try to piss on it. I love doing this, I really enjoy doing this. Can't you tell? Yes, I do. You get my point? And it's like you're being your true naked self here. And maybe as a child, you were being suppressed by it. And this is because everything around you, or people around you, are like the sheep. Everyone wants to have everyone be in the same way. Be like that sheep that's just like meh, you know, like going just like meh. I'm so sorry. You should really get to know me, right? Well, I am my authentic self. And then something happens and you become the goat in your own city. Instead of like them trying to make you the ghost by ghosting you, you become the goat. Wow, Sagittarius, you just became the goat. And look at that. We've got the beautiful Ace of Cups and the Queen of Wands coming through. Like people trying to steal your energy, steal your love, steal your kindness. But you know what? You just stop being kind to them, which gives them the answer. But you don't stop shining. We don't stop. We won't stop. I'm getting like some sort of R&B song, but I don't know which one. No, we're not going to do Bad Boys. We're not going to sing that one. I'm so sorry. Like I just rewind and select. Okay, those who know will understand. But yeah, it's a Goldie. But anyway, different opinions, right? It's still a good song, by the way. I'm so sorry. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, people trying to steal your energy, steal your kind-heartedness. They want you to become sour. They want you to become like chasing for that validation. But this is like a message saying like, no, walk away, close that chapter. You have a beautiful new chapter coming through. But this is absolutely saying you've learned your lesson. You're closing out an inner child chapter where you've been bullied, where you've been, put in a corner, not listened to, and this is very, what can I say? It's a very serious topic. And, I'm a Sagittarius, so I will laugh about it, but it's just because we're going through that purification, and even laughing at your own misery is like the best medicine for Sagittarius, right? So it's just like the 8 Mile Eminem would do, like kind of like bash yourself before the other person can actually bash you, like that's what it is. That's the way that Sagittarius will heal. And I know it, you know it. But anyway, we've got purification coming through here as well, which is absolutely talking about needing to purify yourself from that environment, from those energies, and really emotionally detach yourself. Be around the water. Water is super healing, okay? I got even people hating on me because I live by the water, and I'm like, I ain't got nothing to say about that. Like, why you complain about me living by the lake? I don't get it. It's purifying. It's purifying my energy. Maybe you should try to, just saying. It's time for your cleansing and detoxification of your mind, body, and soul. So if you don't need to live by the water, but having a dip in the lake or in the water, ocean, it is so purifying. Let me tell you that. It's summer. Go find yourself a lake, and trust me, that peace that finally comes from within, nothing will beat that. Nothing. You are being encouraged to expand your thinking. You see, this is expansion of the universe, which is also saying like, don't get stuck in an old narrative. Don't get stuck in, remembering like, oh, but as a child I was also not like worthy, so that's why this is all happening. Like, this is very normal to go through these thoughts, but you need to understand that people are doing this, so you are actually in those thoughts. They know exactly what they're doing. People know exactly what they're doing, and that's the God of the underworld really bringing things down. Is the God of something which no longer serves you is about to end. So purify yourself, and you know that you've completed a master chapter of your life. That's what the World card, and you're starting a new one. But you can start it from a phase of lack of self-worth. Like you need to expand your mind. Absolutely. That's what I have for you. Sagittarius, I truly enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. You guys have become my like one of my best friends now. So we know we can kind of like go through this together. So thank you so much for being here. I truly love you. I truly appreciate you. And yeah, I hope to see you soon. Take care.